Okay, today students we're going to learn how we can split a whole cake up into different pieces. Okay, so we've got one whole cake here, students. Now we can split that up into halves. So we've got one half, two halves. But two halves equals one whole if we join them all together. Now we can split this cake up into further. So we've got halves. Now we can split it up into four parts. So we've got one part, two parts, three parts, four parts. So 4 parts of a cake is equal to one whole. We can split this cake up further, students, by splitting it up into 8 parts. So we've got 1 part, 2 part, 3 parts, 4 parts, 5 parts, 6, 7, 8. So 8 parts of a cake equals one whole. So now, students, we're going to learn that we can split the cake up into different ways, but it still equals the same amount. So 2 halves of one cake, which is 2 parts of one whole, equals one whole. Another way we can split it up further is to say that, so we've got 1 half is equal to 2 parts out of 4. So you've got 2 parts out of 4. Another way of saying this is splitting the whole cake up into 4 parts. So we've got 4 parts. Now we can split up half a cake into 8. So we've got 1 part, 2 parts, 3 parts, 4 parts. So we've got 4 parts out of 8 parts. Remember, 8 parts is a whole of a cake. So we can see that 2 parts is equal to 4 eighths. So students, what you've learned today is that you can split a cake up into different ways, but it still equals the same amount.